This is VRoc. 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 Chops. This is VRoc. Chops.
Welcome back, Top Nation. Listen, we back with another special guest, man. Listen, once again, we back in Mississippi, man. I can't talk about them too much, man. They come through every time, man. But I just learned something new, but we're going to go by what y'all doing by. We got Mr. Maurice Gibson, better known as Reese. So everybody put your hands together for my guy, Reese. Then put a little drum roll right up in this one. Cool, man. What's up, bro?
Good,
This
man.
is VRoc.
Man, appreciate you coming on, bro. Appreciate you coming on, man. Listen, we're gonna jump right on into this thing because I want to hear some of these. I guess I gotta start enjoying these Jackson State stories sometime, man. You know, y'all come through for your boy,
Hey.
right?
Yeah, I was gonna do you bad. I was gonna have my WT background,
Oh man,
but I said I ain't gonna do too much. I ain't
hey,
gonna
you know what? I wouldn't even be mad at you, bro. I wouldn't even be mad, man. But you didn't do it, so I'm most definitely ain't mad now. So,
Got him.
all right, bro, we're gonna jump on into this thing. So, for the people that don't know Reese, what they call him, what high school did you attend? And for college, you already mentioned, but what college did you attend?
I attended Callaway High School. I'm from Jackson. Let's
Okay.
put that in stone first. Callaway High School, and from there I went to Jackson State University.
All right.
Yep.
Those Jackson State, man. Y'all own this first season.
The best one.
Y'all own this one. I give it to you. Cool, bro. So listen, by you being a snare drummer and being one of those names that you heard, I know I heard when I was in high school. What is your favorite rudiment, and why do you consider it to be your favorite?
All right, so it's not complicated, but my favorite rudiments, I gotta put the S on
Go
it
ahead.
because it's pretty much the same rudiment.
Okay.
But it's the parachoo
Okay.
flam mill.
Okay.
Think about it, it's the same rudiment because if I start a parachoo on that third note, which is the flam, and start right there, it's a flam mill.
Okay.
Same with the flam mill. If I play a flam mill, that third note, start on the third note, it's a choo-choo. But it's something about you know how it sounds,
Yeah.
and then when you read it, put buzzes in it. I just love the way it sounds. Like when when you hop on a drum or when you
Yeah.
start beating the car, that's the first thing I always play. So yeah.
Yeah. That's your go-to. I think Choo Choo is mine. The first thing I'm gonna always play. Them the first on the Jada. Them gonna be the first two I would. I ain't gonna play no single stroke or nothing. Man, I'm gonna tell you why though. Those were the ones that took me the longest to learn. My guy Kyron, it took me about, man, I want to say like a month or two to learn them jumps. So every time I get the sticks, I go straight to it. Cool, man. So what was that moment for Reese, man, when he realized, growing up, wherever you may have been, whenever the epiphany happened, that you knew that, hey, I want to play drums? What was that moment for you?
Man, I'm one of those ones came out the womb, man.
Yeah.
I'm one of them.
Yeah.
Mama said I had some rhythm. Next thing you know, I'm 2 years old. I got a full pearl drum set.
Yeah.
That's bigger than me.
Yeah.
My pops played drums, keys, primary keys. My mama played keys and sing. So, man, it's like once she said I had rhythm and they got that kit, I was on it. So that's like 1 or 2 years old, bro. I can't even remember. Like I can't even tell you when.
Bro, I promise you, bro, I got the same story. I don't remember either. All I knew is I grew up playing and wanted to always play. Cool, man. So I'm pretty sure you got quite a few of these, bro. But let's narrow it down, man. What's one of your favorite drum memories that you have, either when you was in high school, college, marching, teaching, whatever, bro? What's one of those, or a couple of those memories you got?
I have a couple, man. I start with college.
Okay.
It had to be spring 06 Honda Battle of the Band.
Okay.
I think that was the first time we went.
Okay.
Texas State had ever went.
Okay.
So man, it was a great experience for us for one. And then once we got there and saw the bands that were there and knew they hadn't seen us, we was like, oh, we finna turn up, man. We finna show out. I'm talking about, you know how the practice go. One band in there, and then they come out, and then you probably right next to them, you going in.
Yeah.
Man, I forgot who it was, but I want to say it was South Carolina State or somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It might have been Bethune or them. But they was coming out and we was in this tunnel.
Yeah.
And we was like, we ain't gonna let them finish nothing. Let's just crank it up right here.
Yeah.
that. And we marching in, we're like, man, we want to get them something to remember.
Yeah.
And even in the hotels, man, me and my crab brother Sid, it's just a bunch of memories made at that Honda Battle Band.
Yeah.
We had been getting a lot of rumors that Jackson was simplistic. You know what I'm saying? That we ain't playing the rudiment, one chop.
Yeah.
So we went to folks' rooms, bro, knocking on doors.
Yeah.
Like, where y'all drummers at? They point us to their drummers.
Yeah.
Went to their room, we chopping. Went downstairs, we chopping. So man, that's one great memory from the Boom. And also another great one was when I got assistant section leader my sophomore year, man.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting it. They called the section leaders out, you be in the band room. And they was like, assistant section leader Maurice Gibson. I was like, man, for real?
Yeah.
I was expecting, my way up to get that head spot. But I pretty much was like, man, I did not know I was going to get that spot. So that's another memory. In high school, a great memory was just making all city band. A lot of people not familiar with how Jackson band is, but we do both. We do both, core style and marching. So, man, we'll march in with straps, and then when we go on the field, we'll have harnesses. That's how it used to be when I was in school until competition was over. So the memory from making all city band, because you had the whole city of drummers trying out, and only 7 people making that symphonic wind ensemble. That was a big accomplishment to me too, man.
Yeah. And I learned how you guys, how JPS work, chit chat with Oozman and learning, as our relationship flourished over the years from our programs, kind of intertwining and things going on, and hearing that JPS made sure it was kind of like a requirement that the bands did both traditional show style and core, and y'all having and the stigma of drummers, by y'all being down there, and that being part of the culture, I come to the realization that man, a lot of guys coming out of Jackson could read. You know what I'm saying? Memphis guys, we want, we could, but it wasn't a thing like, hey, we got to do. We had concert season, so that's late December until
definitely had to know.
March. You know what I'm saying? So we had that little window where we did, was really into our reading and concert and symphonic type programs. And so, but for the most part, we just deal with what drummers do. So, but yeah, man, hearing that's how they do things. Me getting older now, that's definitely a plus, bro. Definitely a plus. So, it don't look like it might not be fun for some for the young folks, but as you get older, you appreciate those things.
I think we was kind of the opposite down here, man. When YouTube and the video started streaming tough, man, we used to see like Fairleigh Whitehaven, like, man, they get to do this all year, bro.
Yeah,
that's what we wanted to do.
Right, and listen, we did. Yeah, man, I get it, bro. I promise, like I said, the young minds, we want to do that. Like, even with concert season with us, the whole drum line didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It was when concert band came, I think my directors took that good core of about 7 guys, you know what I'm saying? And that was the older guys, always like 11, 12 graders. And man, they took their group and they put it with the concert band. They went on to handle business, got them good old ones. And then the full band come back and we kick back up, man. So I love it. I love that time. I have no regrets about nothing about my time in school. So cool, bro. All right. So this is the last one before we jump into the story times. We're gonna start with what is one of your biggest takeaways that you apply from your early days of playing drums and learning and studying and all this stuff, and those what is it called, patterns and those disciplines that you had to have then. How do you utilize those things now where you are in life?
I got pretty much 3 of them. One is discipline, 2 time management, and preparation. I would say that discipline you gotta have. You must be disciplined to take your craft or whatever you're doing to the next level. Because if you're not, you're gonna be lazy. So I say coming up, man, I used to, if y'all was flies on the wall, I used to beat on everything. If I knew, we used to play for chairs, for example. We used to play for chairs in middle school. if I knew that date was coming up, if that date was the March 31st, man, I'm practicing 2 months ahead of time.
Yeah.
On everything. So that discipline had to be there. And just preparing, muscle memory as well, man. Once you learn the rudiment, don't start right there. Try to put some stuff in it. Practice it for hours. I used to do that for hours on the pillar, on everybody, that knee.
Yeah.
Man, that time management. Everybody that's a college student and in a band, bro, well, I'm gonna speak for me. When I was in the boom, we was practicing from 5 until like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
So you got class at 8, man. You got to figure something out. I'll tell everybody, when I was in the boom as a freshman, I had the best grades. Like, so just being able to manage that time wisely, man, and how put that in today. I guess how use that in my job today. I'm a analyst, right? I'm a program analyst.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that too, so I want to throw that in there because I wait for story time.
All right. Okay.
But so, man, being an analyst, bro, you got to think on your feet when stuff happen. You got to be able to analyze situation and critically correct any errors that are there, man. You got to have that discipline to stay focused. So, that's how I tie that. And let me just throw this in here, finishing the process, man.
Yeah.
Life is a process. You don't want to quit. You know what I'm saying? You want to finish what you start. So yeah, that's how I apply it to my job today, man.
Hey, I got it. I got you, bro. Cool, man. That's what's up, man. So listen, we're gonna jump into the beginning, man. Where it all started for Reese, man. Let's say, when did you figure out this thing called marching band, and what intrigued you about getting in marching band?
Okay, so I had to be about, I say I was about 3rd or 4th grade.
Okay.
A lot of people know my cousin CJ.
Okay.
CJ Gibson. His older brother, William McKinney, we call him Maine. His older brother played snare at Callaway when we was, young. So me and CJ, we really ain't know anything about marching band, but he knew a little bit more than me. But we coming up playing drum set. We in church playing drum set. We don't know nothing about marching band.
Right.
And of course we go to the parades and stuff like that. We see it, but we don't really know.
Yeah.
So man used to come home and just show us little stuff. Like he'll be like, "This a paradigm. This is double stroke roll." And so we picking it up because we're already playing drum. We picking it up. And I'm like, this what it is? That's all it is. And from there, he brought more. He just kept bringing more. And then I just fell in love with it. Couldn't wait to get to middle school so I can get in the band. Shoot, about 4th, 5th, 6th grade, I'm knowing the first 40, stuff like that. And I'm ready to get in the band. You can't get in the band to 7th grade. So that's when I first, just being in tune with my older cousin who instilled them rudiments in us, man. That's when we first got in tune to marching band.
Bro, I got the same exact story, bro.
That's how I go.
My oldest cousin name is Curtis. Technically he's a CJ. His daddy's name is Curtis, but he got a brother named Curtis. But so he's a CJJ. I don't know. But man, he was my big brother growing up. I'm the only child, and us two, between me and him, is only one other male sibling between me and Curtis. And so he was we was always at our grandparents' house when I was younger. I stayed at my grandma's house because my mom was in the military or Navy, and so she was in Japan a lot. So I was always there with him, and I used to remember him spray painting sticks. You know what I'm saying? I never knew why he was doing it, but they used to spray paint the sticks. I will never forget that. And he was but he was the same way. He went to school called Westwood. And that's where I got that's who opened my eyes around the same time, fourth, fifth grade. You know what I'm saying? Out of nowhere, it just became like, hey, I like this. But the only thing is, he didn't teach me no rudiments. He didn't teach me no cases. He didn't teach me nothing. All I did was got to see him play. You know what I'm saying? At a parade, and so that did the same. Listen, the exact same thing, bro. So man, for the young folks watching, man, I always remember you got somebody watching you. I tell my guys that every day. Somebody's always watching you. You don't know. Conduct yourself a certain way, bro. So cool. All right, so we're going to seventh grade. We're gonna jump on into ninth grade. So what was the experience like? You know, you could do them together, ninth to 10th grade. Going into the ninth grade, you know, figuring this thing out, coming out of middle school. What was that experience like? And what was the eye-opening moment for you? And what was that moment between, you know, say ninth grade, you kind of catch on slow, but when you realize, okay, I got this, I think I'm ready now.
Okay, like I stated earlier, man, we had both worlds, core and marching. So that moment, how ninth grade went, you know how they recruit. When I got to ninth grade, that's when I met my crab brother Jeremy Thompson, who came in. He's to WTO4 with me too as well. But we met each other at Callaway in ninth grade, and he knew of me, I knew of him. Both of us was good, but for some reason in ninth grade they gave me the drum called the bucket. So that's what they. So they at Callaway we had this thing, you know, the SARS person on snare get the bucket.
Oh man, okay.
So when they gave me the bucket, I was offended because I'm like, I done made all city. I know I ain't sorry.
Yeah.
I'm thinking in my head, what do they see that in Germany that they don't see in me? So I'm like, I gotta prove myself.
Mm-hmm.
Gave me the bucket. It's only for practice though.
Okay.
And so what happened was the section leader was like, you don't want this bucket, then challenge Jeremy. I'm like, oh, that's a bet. Because I've been waiting for this. So then he changed his mind and was just like, nah, just play some rudiments in. So he called out, whatever he called out, I played. Mm-hmm. And the way we did it was, you know, we started slow, speed it up, slow it back down. Mm-hmm. That's how we did things pretty much when somebody called something out. And shoot, he saw that control and how fast I was and how my hands were. And he was like, man, hey, we gotta get this man another drum, bro. Yeah. So from that day on, the respect level started growing, put it like that. And they also saying that me and Jeremy, we learned fast. So they was teaching cadences and it was just coming like that. So, I mean, matriculating the 10th grade, man, everything was like love. Because they knew we was straight. The seniors that was leaving out knew we was going to uphold that section. But this what happened. We needed another quint player. And so Mr. Mitchell, who our band director was at the time, he was like, Gibson, I need you to play quints. I look, I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I was on quints, man, my 10th and 11th grade year.
Oh, for real?
And then I got section leader my senior year, and I got back on snare.
Okay.
But yeah, the reason
my bad. Go ahead.
The reason he put me on quints because something happened with one of our quint players and he couldn't play for the rest of the season. I get something dealing with school. And I mean, Michael Mayberry, the guy who was over the quint section at the time at Callaway, man, he came to my house. He taught me pretty much all the cadences, you know, everything pretty much doing the game overnight, bro.
Yeah.
He taught it to me overnight. The game Friday, he teaching me this stuff Thursday. So when we got to the game, man, I was able to get through the game. Yeah. And the band was like, golly, Gibson, yeah, okay. Well, you're gonna be on quiz next year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I played Quince 2 years, man. In
Right,
high
that's
school.
what's up, man. That's what's up, though, man. It's always great to be to be by I don't want to say bilingual, but by playable, I guess, man. You know what I'm saying? To be able to catch on to every instrument.
Multi-talented.
Multi-talent, yeah, instrumentation. So it's dope to be like that because you never know when you're gonna be needed. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly,
And somebody got to step up, especially if you got the overall thing of the section is put the section before yourself. So whatever you need to do to accommodate your section, man, you're gonna make sure you do that. I, being a heavy guy, I played Quince at a battle of the drummers my 10th grade year. Yeah,
Okay.
man. I played my 10th grade year. So I'm happy with our quad player. We ain't had no Quince. Happy with
Yeah.
our quad player. I can't even remember. And my guy Terrence Knowles, used to call him Tall Trees. Him and a guy named Paul Finley, man. They sweet talk me into playing quads. Man, I'm not finna play no quads, man. I think I
They
did
try.
like one little around the world thing. And that's the drum set thing that come into,
Yep.
to fruition too. So I played one little man, I'm talking about hyping me up, man. Man, you got it, bro. Man, you can play the ball.
They almost had me on Quincy Jackson State.
See?
It's this close, man.
Hey, see, man, they folks know how to gas you up, bro. They can gas you up, man. I had my big butt out there playing some quads for a battle of drum out. When I tell you, embarrassed and nervous at the same time, man. I'm a bass drummer, dog. I don't play no quads.
I enjoy quads because it was straight. But
I did it for a whole weekend.
I just like the persona of a snare drummer. The first to hit the stadium, the way it looked on you, all that stuff, man, played a part in me playing snare, bro.
You guys thought you were superstars. I get it. But cool, man. So you was on quads or quads? You had quads?
Quads and Quince. Yeah.
Quads. Okay, see, we ain't getting to Quince till later on. But y'all use on Quince and quads 11th and 12th grade year. What was let's just go straight into 12th grade year when you got back into the section and you had the section as a snare drummer and getting ready to transition into college. What was your senior year like? What was your mindset and your preparation for that year, especially by you being back on snare after 2 years?
Yeah, man, my mindset in preparing to get back on snare, it was simple for me because I had played. Oh, I ain't mentioned I played Quince in 8th grade too. So 7th grade snare, 8th grade Quince, 9th grade snare.
Mm-hmm.
So I had been, since we do the core style thing and we do all city, everybody had to know snare. Right. So that's what we played in class. Mm-hmm. Everybody played snare in class.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't nothing for me to switch back. You know what I'm saying? I knew all the parts. Mm-hmm. Some of the parts I had made up. So it was like switching back on that section leader status to on snare. It was simple. Okay. So we just took this section by storm in Jeremy, and we ran with it, man. Yeah. It wasn't nothing to it.
Cool, man. That's what's up, bro. Now let's see. So your senior year, you got to make a decision. And I know you been from Jackson, and they right there in the city, so you can see them, But the decision making process, what was that process like? Did you have any other schools that you were looking at or leaning towards, or was Jackson just, hey, I'm going?
All right. So I didn't have any more schools that I was looking at. I
Okay.
knew I wanted to go to Jackson State. Mama went, whole family went to Jackson State.
Okay, there it is.
So I mean, it was home. I knew I liked the swag of the section. Had been going to the game since J High. My
Mhm.
dad get season tickets every year. I knew what the section looked like. Had been watching. I'm talking about. I used to draw this stuff.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I knew I was going there. But what happened was they was like, we can't give you a full scholarship. And I was like, well, that's cool because I'm gonna have academic scholarship. And
Mhm.
so I tallied up everything. Plus, my dad used to work at Jackson State as well. He
Okay.
was an analyst. He was an analyst at
Okay.
Jackson State. So I'm like, man, ain't no way I'm going nowhere else. I got remission tuition, so I'm going for half off. So that scholarship thing, really, I don't care about that. But we had auditions at Callaway, and I auditioned for Valley, uh, and Alcorn. I auditioned for them two schools plus Jackson State. When Dr.
Okay.
Liddell came in there and I auditioned for him, he was just like, he stopped me. He was like, all right, son, you can stop. I'm playing. You can stop. It's like, you got sheet music. You want to play? I was like, yeah. I put the sheet music up. I started playing. Like, you stop. They're like, yeah, we want you. You come. You come Jackson State. Boom. Cool. But what happened was Alcorn and Valley had offered me a full.
Mm.
So my mind was like, hey, so what should I do
Mhm.
though? I was thinking, I knew what I wanted to do, but the money, the money
Yeah.
always say different. But I ended up going Jackson State, as everybody knows.
Yeah. Cool, man. So yeah, it was a pretty much a no brainer for the most
Yeah,
part. I
yeah.
got it. I was like that. Listen, I think I said it once before. I'm gonna say it again. I'm just put it out there. My whole life, not whole life, but my whole high school, from ninth grade to my senior year, 12th grade, I'm gonna say it. I wanted to go to Jackson. All right, I did. I wanted to go to Jackson. I'm gonna go to Jackson, man, and I'm gonna go and play for Jackson State. Woo, woo, woo. So summertime of my senior year, we had Willie Armstead. He came to work with the section. What
That was
this
my
guy named
section.
Nicky. Yeah. See, he actually he's next. He coming up. He's after you. But we had us working on this, Jackson State stuff, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of playing this. I'm not going there, but I'm tired of playing this crap, man. I'm going somewhere else, man. So that's why I immediately shifted. And then by that time, my guy Kyra, man, he was already planting seeds of Tennessee State in my
Yeah.
head. So I was like, you know what? This is easy. I'm gonna go ahead and slide on out, man. I'm done with that one. But yeah, I get it, bro, man. It's all good. Jackson, y'all got that aura about yourself, man. Y'all definitely are eye openers, eye catchers. So I can't be mad at you. So man, we going into freshman year at Jackson State. Mr. Little, Dr. Little, he mentioned, your class coming in was a very, very influential class at Jackson State, man. And so, matter of fact, he didn't want to mention a lot of names, but the one name he did mention was Maurice Gibson. So, man, what was that like going into Jackson? As actual being in the band, what was that like freshman year?
Oh man, one of the best years of my life, bro. But you know how it go. Can't get into detail.
Right.
Going into the boom, bro, it's unexplainable, really. When you get there, you're nervous. You just want to make the line. You wanna be relevant. you don't want the upper class to forget about you. So I mean, I call him Dr. Rod. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
I watched his interview and he was saying how, it'd be like 40, 50 people trying out for snare.
Mm-hmm.
And I was already known because CJ was there, my cousin was there, and all his crab brothers knew me already. They already knew, I could play or whatever. But they were just saying, when you come in, just what you got to do. Just start going down that line. I ain't miss nothing. I'm burning all everything they throwing.
Yeah.
They ended up picking, I think, about 13 of us freshmen to stay on that instrument. And then team dropped down to 4, which is who finished that year. But man, they class had an impact. That '03 class, who Dr. Rob was in, they had that class he was in. They had an impact on us because they were so together, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you stated, those he really had y'all playing Jackson stuff,
Yeah.
but it's just different when you get there, how you see it and how it's played. We thought we were playing it correct when we was in high school.
Right.
And I think the first cadence they showed us was like Laws one, and people they'll know that cadence. But they were so together in the movements. It's a simple cadence, but they were just so together in the movement. I'm like, man, bro, this is so different. But I was getting excited off top. You ain't smiling nothing, but I'm like, yeah, I'm ready to get funky. I'm ready to do this, do that. So after we made the line, man, it was just up from there.
Yeah.
Really instilled in us, because a lot of people know that Jackson had traditional cadences for a long time. It was just that. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Really instilled in us that, look, create some new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was not my ninth grade, but my freshman year, man, we had a battle of the bands early on in Shreveport. Texas Southern was there. And so we thinking, doing the battle, get back on the bus, and we're going to the crib.
Yeah.
What happened was Doc came, we was blocked up, warming up, and Doc came over there to Willie. We freshmen, so we looking straight, but we hearing all this stuff. He was like, Armstead, y'all got to do a battle against Texas Southern. He was like, huh? He was like, Doc, we not ready for that. Freshmen don't know nothing. He was like, y'all better get ready because y'all going out there. Like, man, we thinking in our head, bro.
On the job training.
So Willie was like, all right. So we had just learned two of the simplest cadence at Jackson State. And that's all we had. It wasn't chopping. It wasn't up tempo. It wasn't nothing special about it. And Texas Southern came out that thing chopping and calling us everything out our name, all that stuff. And we just doing the basics, really. So after that, man, we got embarrassed. WT Funk Train got embarrassed. So after that, man, we had to revamp. So, and that's why I'm getting to Willie said, he was telling us, bro, we got to upgrade, we got to enhance the level of cadences that we have. So that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. He started bringing them, and we just continued to train once our sophomore year came.
Yeah, because I know, what about Willie being from Memphis and man, having to deal with Terrence and Pat at Tennessee State, spanking on y'all, going into them years too, man. Well, now that was Jeff time with Jeff spanking, but he, Willie already knew because he saw the guys in Memphis, getting ready, guys, and they were coming with stuff, man. Listen, those dudes, those some awesome guys, and there's two cases I'm gonna give Jackson that kind of caught my attention in Jackson. There's y'all newer cases, but I forgot to mention to Dr. Little Prof. One of his crab brother was my section leader in high school, James Nelson. So shout out to my bro James Nelson, man. I forgot to mention that during his interview, and it dawned on me after when I was looking at time, like, dang, I forgot about James. You know what I'm saying? But that was my guy, cool dude. I don't know what happened, you know what I'm saying, how he was when you met him, but when I met him, he was, I had no problems.
Hey, I had some problems.
Cool, man. So, man, listen, the two cases that I got that jumped off my head from Jackson around that time period was Lil Booney, LB, and E9. I like, dang, when I heard, I said, Jackson got some new stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they whoop up, and especially Lil Booney. I think I'm trying to see, man. I don't know. I'm not gonna say we were the first to play. I know y'all played it first, but Lil Booney was one of the first new cases that we got in the city. In a good minute. Well, at least at Whitehaven when Willie was teaching that my senior year. And so that job was bumping, man. So I know he made that. Who made E9? Was it you?
Yeah. created E9, and the reason it's called E9 because it was in my dorm room, which was E9.
Oh,
Me and
okay.
my Prayer brothers was in there cooking it up. And
Okay.
so yeah, when Willie brought Lil Boney, he had stand version and the marching version.
Uh-huh.
And when we played it, everybody, them horns, they marched, they hear, okay, something different. And even the professors and the band directors, they was like, all right.
Yeah.
So a lot of people were feeling that, I guess, that evolvement, man. So we just kept it going. And with E9, man, everything I pretty much create, I try to space it out where you can hear all the parts and just make it sound funky, man. Keeping that vibe. So yeah, that the paradiddles at the beginning, and shoot, just took off from there. And I create a lot of stuff on drum set. So I was on the kick playing some junk, and thoughts just come from there.
And man, that junk had that it had that Jackson vibe, man, to what had skyrocketed into from those two. I'm gonna give just for me. Again, I like it's my personal preference, my personal opinion. From those two cases, created what you all are now, and what you guys have been able to do, man. And y'all been doing some good stuff, man. That's how we're gonna go. Let's talk about your junior year, man. So did you do how many did you do? 5 years or 4?
Yeah, I did 5.
Okay.
I'll tell you story behind it.
Okay.
Well, you want to talk about junior year or you want to go
all right, you got it. However you want to go.
Okay. So junior year, that's when I got section leader.
Okay.
Yeah, I got section leader. I had, let me see. I want to say I had like 7 to 8 snares. The intensity level for me had to skyrocket because I'm like a perfectionist. So everything I saw coming in, I was like, I got to clean it up. Little stuff like uniform, third button on the spat, sticks, tape professionally to the T, drum shine, every little detail, man. Stick height. I used to enforce stick height so much. And for the people who were coming in, I'm like, this is my section now. I need to know these folks before they even get here. So I'm at these folks' crib. They come into my apartment. I'm chopping with them. I'm like, look, you got to tighten up before this day because this is what we trying to do. We're coming with new material, new cadences. So it's just, bumping the intensity level up to, making it work, man. Because for one, when you're a section leader, you do not want anybody to say that you failed.
Right.
So that was my biggest thing, and everybody know how I am, man. I was like, you can't have hair on my line. You gotta get a haircut. I was that detailed, bro.
Bro, listen. That's how I even ended up going. Well, we was all like this at school anyway. We was always preppy. Everybody look decent in the order and all that stuff. So yeah, man, that's definitely part of the image. And I'm gonna say this, you, like I said, I tell people like those larger than life names, you hear the names before you meet the people. And you were definitely one of those guys too. For me growing up, you hear the name Reese. Who is Reese? You know what I'm saying? All the way in Jackson.
I said that's humbling, man.
Oh, no, for real, man. Like people just talk about Reese in Memphis, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I never knew who Reese was. I thought his name was Reese, you know what I'm saying? But it was you, man. You like I said, all the other guys that came before me, man, especially like the alumni and all this stuff for the alumni band, man. You used to hear those names before you actually saw the people. Like I said, you were definitely one of the ones. Of course, Lil Dunn, because that's just my bro, man. He hears
man. That's my fire. Every time he come down for homecoming, he stay right here with me. He stay in my crib.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. There's many other Travis, man. There's a lot of Paul, Rat. He like Mario, Mario, man. It's just so y'all had those names. You know what I'm saying?
Paul was one of the names for me too. Man, I was coming up. Paul was one of the names for me.
Yeah. Paul Benson, man. Yeah, man, Memphis legend, bro. I remember it was a guy. I ain't gonna tell you, never mind. Let's say, long story short, man, he saw Paul Benson in then gonna started crying, almost like, dude, what are you? He didn't go to Whitehaven. Let me play that. He didn't go to Whitehaven.
Honestly, I just seen Paul make chicks fall out, man. At the game, man. I was like, yeah.
Shout out to Paul Benson, man. Cool, man. So, what's that, bro?
I said shout out to Paul.
Yeah, man. Shout out to PB, man. So, man, we're going into your 11th grade year. You setting that, not 11th grade, God, no, your junior year, and you setting that standard for what you are expecting. So, what came next for y'all, man? What was the next steps in the evolution of Jackson State under the direction of Reese?
Man, that senior year, shoot, we had already came with brand new cadences. My career brother Cedric Reed from Houston, he came and kind of changed the game for Jackson period on the technicality of the chop.
Okay.
So when he came to Jackson, he saw that we had quick hands with the ass, but he started slowing us down with a lot of stuff. So he had he brought chop not slop, and he was like, Reese, we finna start creating these cadences that's technical, baby. That's what we finna do. I was like, bet. So here come my class of 04, again going into our senior year. We bring in more cadences, keeping that tradition what Willie taught us. We just steady evolving, man, because we didn't want to go back to that memory from freshman year. And in our sophomore year, that's when we saw Texas Southern again, and the cadence, E9 you was talking about, we did a battle with them at Memorial on the field. And he even said that his partner from Texas Southern was like, bro, y'all came with it, bro. Y'all. So, we just wanted to keep that same morale, man, going into our senior year.
Yeah. And like they say, it takes a beating sometimes, because some people get beat and don't even care. But the real ones will take a beat and never have it in their mind, like by Big Bro Cheese. He said Jackson State kicked the fun train on them after a game back in the 90s, you know what I'm saying? And he said he never forgot. He made the train just for Jackson State, man, and he, you know what I'm saying? And it's been getting kicked ever since, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cool, man. So that 5th year, man, how that ended up happening?
So I was done, man. I had a protege, and I think Miko mentioned him in his video, Jeremy. Jeremy Taylor.
Okay.
So all throughout let me see how I can explain. All throughout my college career, I was percussion instructor at a high school somewhere.
Okay.
So I used to work with my high school all the time, Callaway. I used to work with Forest Hill a lot. That's why I first met Jeremy at Forest Hill. I'm like, this kid got potential. So what happened was his mom kind of let me take him under my wing. So I was giving him lessons, got him up to par. He ended up transferring to Callaway like a little brother to me. So what happened was, you know how the little kids, they were like, man, I'm coming to Jackson State. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing. You gonna be gone. I was like, hey, so you coming in 08, right? I said, I still got a couple more credits to get. I was like, I'll be there. He thought I was lying. He came to band camp. Reese right there standing there. He was, surprise, the king is back. He was just like, this man marching again, bro. And I actually went to Dr. Ladea. I was like, Doc, is it okay if I march a field? Especially because I want to bring this boy in. That was my whole reason.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, you good. I was like, bet. So he ended up marching that field, man. 08, man, that was a great year.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, man. He was stunned at that.
Yeah, I can only imagine, bro. You talking crazy, man, and you gotta end up seeing him anyway. So yeah, it was a good year for y'all too, man. Y'all that was a good year for y'all, man.
Yeah, they had a big class, man. They had 21.
I think Miko, I can't remember, but somebody was breaking it down. How y'all keep getting all these doggone folks to show up, man? I was looking at a couple of years ago, and dude, it was so many doggone drums. I'm like, what all these? Where they live? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to recruit. I'm like, where these folks coming from? Like these jokers, like y'all got folks hiding in rocks, bro.
yeah, they done got a new area now because they hitting Dallas now. They got a lot of people coming from Texas.
Okay.
So man, but we had a lot of people coming from Louisiana and
What's the quad? Daniel
Alabama.
was the quad player.
Yeah, Canales.
Yeah. I remember him. He was a beast.
He went to Willow Ridge. Yeah, he went to Willow Ridge in Houston. So
yeah, man. I think he brought some flavor to y'all too. That the different type of style from his upbringing.
They take man when it comes to that technicality. Houston, I mean, I ain't gonna say Houston, but Texas. They was well ahead of the game. I could put it like that.
Yeah.
And Tennessee, that swag with that technicality was there.
Yeah.
So it kind of migrated to Mississippi late. You know what I'm saying?
It did.
So it was just different, but
not Jackson though. Jackson stayed. Right. You know what I'm saying? But like those rural areas.
Oh.
Yeah. Like
yeah.
Y'all were right there with us. You know what I'm saying? Like the Delta is like we're trying to get real country in like 90ish. You know what I'm saying? And
I'm telling you.
Yeah, right. Now listen, because me recruiting, I see the level, the playing level, which I don't mind it, you know what I'm saying? Because if I'm trying to make it work,
right.
I'm gonna make it work for you. But it's definitely levels, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. But I do remember I was I can't remember. It was somebody I was talking to. And they were talking, you just mentioned Texas as a whole was kind of like ahead of the curve, which they were. And I ended up going to, matter of fact, it was Dr. Goodwine from Oak Park. He was talking about Prairie.
Oh, yeah.
And I went, when I was doing the video, I went back and just looked at some old Prairie View stuff like, dude, these guys, everybody see NCAT doing, Prairie View been doing this stuff, man. So shout out to them guys.
In the 80s and 90s. Yeah, in the 80s and 90s, man, they was doing this stuff.
Man, I'm talking about everything, like everything. You know what I'm saying? Jumping, drums, flipping, everything. Right. Like they were entertainment, 100%, bro. And like, man, so cool, bro. Let me ask you this, because I know you do work with you still work with students, man. Where do you feel like we are as a culture right now with the young guys that's coming up? What do you think that what are some things across the board that us older guys can give to these younger guys to help them evolve what they're doing right now?
Man, I would say that bass. It's like the guys now, man. They chopping, but they not. If you get them something simple, it's just they can't process this stuff. So I would say giving that man, hey, because when I go back and chop with the fellas, I'll be like, teach me a chop. They'll teach me a chop. Now I play some, and like they can barely get it, but I'm like this first 40 type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and they mind just operate faster than ours.
And like they get like the simple things they just shut down. Like if you take a paradiddle and you just miss up some stuff within the paradiddle, it's like what? You know what I'm saying? It's like everything is microwave. It's fast. It's quick. And if it's everybody got ADHD at some point. You know what I'm saying? Because you slow it down, it's like what? And it'd be simple.
Right.
But yeah, man.
Yep. That's how it is, man. And with the cadence I just brought to the section now, the swab, I tried to get, I seen everything technical. I was like, let's bring this funky flavor back. So when I was showing them that, man, they was just like, man, it's hidden. I'm like, less is more. A lot of the time, you know what I'm saying? Less is more a lot of the time.
Yeah. You right, man.
I commend everybody for the evolve. We made it. Yeah, we made it evolve, but
man.
you got to go back to that ground level.
It's like
Shit, you got to.
it's almost like it's taboo to go back, man. You know, because it's been pumped so quick, so much, and man. You seeing this? Okay, you know, because even with me, I was like, we gotta go to another level. We got to know, you know what I'm saying? And in regards to like even how we do our shows and all that stuff. But man, it's like these young guys' minds working overdrive, like the stuff they be making. Like I got guys like we like in Whitehaven, a lot. The boys make so much stuff. Like if we play but everything that they bring, everything we had before, it'll get lost because they have so much life. I got this case. I have sometimes guys don't get to present a case to me until after they graduate. You know what I'm saying? Was it Ryan case, RCO. That was he's sexually the all when he brought us this show. You know what I'm saying? And so just give his they push so much and they think so much and they create so much. I'm like, they on these phones making beats, and I'm talking about just cadence. I like,
man, I did something on I want to say Facebook or something. It was on some platform.
Mm-hmm.
I was playing like a little simple beat on the kit. Shot it to Brian, bro. He was like, I got a snap part for it. He shot it back. He was like, this cool, bro. That's perfect, bro. That's hey, like this, bro. Yeah, so man. I mean, me and Brian chop it up like almost every month about something. You know what I'm saying? The way that man think, bro. I know you had a good time with him.
Nah, his mind. I was happy when he left, man. I couldn't stand Brian. I'm just playing.
Hey, I saw the interview say he was bad, but I'm saying the playing ability.
No. Brian was no problem. No. Brian was no problem. I was just missing. Brian was like
mellow.
It's like, you know, not towards me. I only had one incident with Brian, and that was like the first football game. Yeah, you know, what I'm like, I go over there. I got what see. Like, boy, I beat you in here. What are you talking about? You better get over there. You know? So that was it. You know what I'm saying? And so from that time until now, I didn't have no more. I didn't have any run-ins with Brian. Brian, I'm talking about like he just did stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just like, well, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't even directly, you know, me having to deal with it. He just did stuff like all other little kids that's growing up. And by the time he got to the 10th grade, man, he kind of matured on out and it kept on going, elevated him. And his group that he had with him, Justin and Tommy, they was just
the game at Valley, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, man. Young man, dog.
Yeah, Brian. Yeah, all them boys that marched when Brian was in there, man.
Yeah.
Hey, they on another level. Him, Christian, Tommy, them boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I was proud.
He had a good little run with them, man. I can't lie, bro. He was hungry. All of them was hungry, really. They actually kept me on my toes, man. They were putting stuff out. I said, okay, well, let me put something out then. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, they were cool, man. I love them boys to death. Yeah, I love them to death. So cool. But yeah, man, so we're gonna go ahead and go into this wrap-up section, bro. Nope, no, we're not. Let's talk about Lil Reese, man. I see what you're doing with Lil Reese over there, man.
1, 2, 1, 2, where you playing?
What did I see? He in the moment where he realized he was a drummer. You know what I'm saying? So, what was that moment for you when you realized he was like, you know, he had something special coming up?
When he was like about 8 or 9 months, and I had some music on, and I put him on a kick, and he heard that beat on the music. I think it was some Bruno Mars or some junk, and he was just tapping on snare like this at that age. Wow. I'm like, bro. Yeah, and even now when I'm practicing for a gig or anything, he'll come in here and jump on his kit, man. He just listen. I tell people all the time, I didn't only taught him the minimum. I ain't taught him a lot.
Man, listen,
And he just, you know.
he's gonna be freaking awesome, bro. Wherever I'm at, I'm coming to get. I got two.
Yeah.
Jeremiah,
Go to Whitehaven, bro.
listen, we coming. We gonna listen. We gonna be a long travel road to get him to school every day, but we gonna make it work. Little Jeremiah down in Georgia, and little Reese, man. I see him man, like, dude, and he, man, listen, he got his daddy, so he ain't got no choice but to look good. So he come. You doing a great job with him, man.
Man. He watch a lot of Jackson State, but he watching everybody. He be watching Alcorn, he be watching TSU, he be watching Texas, everything that pop on TV, he watch.
Yeah, man, so, that's good. It's because they got
he gonna be nice. And I just, like I told you, in our chat, I just bought him book one. Yeah.
My bad, bro. I missed that last
I just bought him that book one.
Okay.
And we finna.
Listen,
I was just saying, remember I told you in the chat, I just bought him that book.
Yeah.
So we finna hop on that, man. I'm trying, he 5 years old, so
man, listen.
I'm trying to have him read that whole book by this summer, man.
Man, look, and you can do it, and that's gonna motivate me to continue to get myself. Listen, I've been in school, and so I've been doing all these interviews and talking. So I went out and on Amazon and this Johnny Lane's formatted book, you know what I'm saying? So I got this John.
Oh yeah.
When I talked to Prof. Dr. Little last week, he mentioned the rudimentary cookbook. I went and got that John. I was like, I had that book. All these books I had, except for this Marimba book. I went and got this one. Then I got another Johnny Lane book because I got this one. So listen.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. And of course you gotta have this. You gotta have the ticket control. So man, listen, I loaded up, bro. So I got my material, bro, because you know what I'm saying. Like I say, for my area, it wasn't a push to put that literature in front of us like that because it just wasn't. You know what I'm saying. Just for me, my perspective, but I want to help bring that on around because even JJ, my guy JJ, he mentioned it.
Yeah, we grew up having to do it.
Yeah,
we grew up having to do it. So once symphonic band came around in college, man, I was happy that Dr. Liddell wanted me to be his snare drummer for symphonic band, bro.
Yeah, man.
Reading music, man, it's just next level, man. You need that.
Yeah, you do.
And a lot of people ask me, man, you ain't majoring in music? Bro, everybody pretty much found out what my major was when I walked that stage, bro.
For real?
So, the information, the computer science department is like the last department to go across that stage. And when they sing at every commencement, the symphonic band, they be over there, they do the music.
Yeah.
Man, they saw me come across that stage for computer science. They were like, man, I just knew Reese was a music major because I had taken so many applied percussions and the classes Dr. Rod was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I had took so many of those. So, I mean, that's one thing if I could go back in time because I ain't doing it now.
Yeah.
But that's one thing I do. I go ahead and get the degree. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, you got a degree, bro, and it's working for you, bro. You already educated. You already ahead of the curve, bro. So you good, bro. So, but yeah, man, it ain't going nowhere, man. And I see, I see you. I checked you out playing bass guitar and all that stuff. So, yeah, bro, man, you doing your thing, bro, and you still getting back.
It came early, man.
Yeah, I tried to play bass. I couldn't do it, man.
So that came. Yes, you can. You a drummer.
I know, man. Listen,
all drummers can play bass.
I tried, man. I promise. Look, my stepdad.
I was the same way.
Yeah.
So what happened with me was CJ's pops. He played bass at our home church. And I think we had to be like 9. We had to be like 9 or 10 years old. And he went and started playing at another church. So my daddy bought me a bass. And it was just that was second nature, man.
That's what you play.
You got the rhythms in your hands already.
Yeah. So I can slap.
Yeah.
I can slap. I can make. Matter of fact, my wife, when I first met her dad, he plays bass too. When I first met my wife's dad, he had a 7-string bass. Well, he has a 7-string, but he had one back then too. So I went in the house and he came in. He's like, I said, can I, so I hold the bass? I can play a couple little things. And so I picked the bass up. and I was just slapping, rap just slapping and playing a little bit. And I put it down. He's like, "Oh man, you can play this." I said, "Nah, I can't play for real." And he's like, "Oh, you can play." So when I left, she said, my wife said he told her he lying. That MF can play that bass. Now I know a bass player when I hear it. And he a bass player, man. Boy, was he disappointed.
Go get you one, man. Get on about 10, 12 minutes a day.
I got access to them just all over the place. Look, my little cousin I got a couple of them, but my little cousin Darnell, well, not little, he's big, but he little. He younger than me. Freaking beast. His name is Darnell Smith, man. If you ever check him out, he's a
shoot me his IG. Yeah, shoot me his IG.
I'm definitely gonna see. Does he got an IG? Yeah, he got an IG. I'm gonna send you both of them, man. He's some vicious on that bass guitar, man. Then I got another cousin named Teron Creighton. He played with Demi Devato, I think that's her name. Play bass for her. He's a bad dude too, man. So,
I follow all musicians, bro. I'll be following a bunch of folks.
Check out Brandon Brown. That's just the big bro, man. He play for New Genesis and a whole bunch of artists. Yeah, check him out. He live in LA too.
Send me everybody, man. Send me everybody.
Hey man, I'm gonna tell you who you remind me of too, man. One of my big bros. I always said this. His name is Charles Streeter. He's from Memphis. He played drums for a lot of people and J-Lo and all this stuff. So, but you always remind me of him because he light skinned and plays snare. He light skinned and plays snare. And Phil, I always saw Phil in you for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
me and Phil, we got that light skin relationship, man. They tried to tie him to me when he got hit to Jackson.
Yeah,
so,
man.
Yeah, man. Cool, suave cat, bro. For real.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Well, man, we're gonna wrap it up now. So, man, what Reese got going on right now, man, and what you got planned for the future?
Man, so right now, of course, I play for the Chad Wesley band. He's a pop rock artist. We got a gig this Saturday. Matter of fact, it's St. Patty's Day thing going on. But of course, I'm the drummer for that. Okay. Of course, I play at church, bass and drums at church. Yep. But what I have coming is my own percussion. How I want to call it. How can I put it? I haven't released it yet, but my percussion business. Let's just put it like that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start from everything that I have done in the past, man. I'm gonna just continue that and just put that label on it, LLC it, get it popping.
Yeah.
You got J to be the commercial. So I'm working on that right now. So everybody look out for that, man.
Definitely. Looking
for a set of drums, and I actually got the blueprint from my big bro, Calvin Bear. He the percussion instructor at Jackson State right now. And for everybody who don't know, he's the Master Touch drumline instructor, and he the creator and founder of it. And they later on became the Pelicans drumline. So, and I've seen it happen, man. And long story short, his first clinic that he did with his kids, he brought him to Jackson State when I was a sophomore. Okay. And he kind of like handpicked me from he saw my skill level, and he was like, Reese, I want you to do the clinic with my kids. Ever since that day, man, we've been like, and I done a lot of clinics for him in New Orleans and LaPlace, Louisiana, and Jackson every year. So he gave me the blueprint for what I'm trying to do, man. I'm just trying to start it up down here. Of course, COVID slow it down, but
of course, man, slow everything down.
That's what's going on,
man. Cool, bro. Cool, man. I'm looking forward to that, man. Man, you're gonna keep us posted.
And it's gonna be called.
You said what now, bro?
Oh yeah. It's gonna be called the setup. It's gonna be called the setup.
Okay. Cool. We looking out for the setup.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Well, listen, bro. I appreciate your time, man. I appreciate you coming on, man, and sharing your life with us, man. We're gonna get you back for some more stuff. Get some more stuff popping real good, man. And most definitely, hopefully, the setup will be kind of back in motion. Well, not back in motion, but all the way in motion by the time we link up again, bro. So, man, I appreciate you once again, bro.
Appreciate you, man. All love coming from this way, man.
Man,
I love what you're doing. I watch all the videos, bro.
Man,
I'm learning a lot from the videos. So,
man, I got Johnny Lane joint. It's ready. I just needed to space it out from Lacey, so that was gonna be dope. It had some technical difficulties, but it's gonna be fire. And we got a part 2. We already set up part 2 so he can finish because we had to stop at a certain spot. It's gonna be good, bro. You're gonna enjoy that.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, man, listen, man. Thanks again, bro. For the rest of y'all at Chop Nation, y'all know what it is. Always remember, the chops don't stop. Peace.
This is VRoc Chops.